Good morning, everybody. It's October 1st, about 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm on my way to Walmart's to get my last minute things to go. My shopping, and I'm getting a 5-gallon thing of water. I'm going to show you all that before I leave. But I want to let you know why I've been delayed. A couple of reasons. We did go and do the closing on Friday, but we really didn't close yet. If that makes any sense, which it doesn't, because it doesn't to me either. I guess so I can leave town. So when it does go through, the papers are already signed. I don't know. Is this normal? No. I can tell you this. The people that are doing our loan real estate, the lawyer that's doing our real estate closing is a friend of my husband's. So, I mean, they know the situation, they know me, they know us. So, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, why they did that or not, which, if they did, that's nice, because I'm leaving. This way the papers are signed. Because they're waiting to get this one thing from Ceteris to say we made September's mortgage payment. And Ceteris has been nothing, and they know it too. They know that they've been really hard and difficult to deal with. So that was very frustrating. Very frustrating. I'm over that. Let's see. The next thing is I was going to leave, I think, on a Wednesday. And on Tuesday, we went to go check everything. Now, we started we had the generator running in the very beginning when we got it, I do believe. And this time it just would not stay. It would not stay started. It wouldn't. So I put off from leaving another day because I did call a mobile RV guy, and he was supposed to come that day, and I never saw him. Gave him the parts number and everything, and I told my husband he needed to call. And so the next day he came late in the afternoon, and it had a problem with the choke plus many other problems. So we had the little book that comes with the generator. He marked the parts we needed. We went to go see if we can get them overnighted somewhere. Well, they are no longer available. We're still looking, and we're still going to check it out. We just checked a few places out, dealers and all that. They said they're obsolete. I don't know. So he did do an oil change on it and an oil filter on it, and he did come out to look at it. And so now here I am. That was on Friday. So now, all right, so where was I? Oh God. So, I can't leave without a generator. I thought about it. I thought, well, it's cool enough, but it's not quite yet. I got to work my way out of Florida and Georgia a little bit because it can still be a little humid at night. And so I'm like, oh God. So my husband said, well, what we can do is buy a generator, put your little thing on the back of the RV. It already has the hook thing for it, and the tow thing in there, and we can do that. So this is on Friday. So Friday he went and looked at some, and he did find a Honda 4000, I don't know, amps, watts, can't remember how but it's a 4000 something. And got a pretty good deal on it, and the reason why he got the Honda is because it will start every time. We have one that we've had for 25 years, and it ran during hurricanes in the very beginning before we got our big one. It ran 3 or 4 houses plus ours in the neighborhood. Not all your stuff, but your pumps for your water, your refrigerator, maybe a fan or something, but charge stuff or something like that. And it's still going strong. So, we were looking at the Harbor Freight, the Predator, that was about $700 or $800. Well, there you have the saying, you get what you pay for. So I think it was like by the time tax and everything, it was like $2,000, $2,100 or something like that, which I thought was a pretty good deal. Well, then now I have to get the rack for the back of it, to hold it. And this is on Friday. He couldn't find one. Saturday he went to the hunting camp and stuff. And then Sunday, which I at that point had already decided that I wasn't going to leave until Tuesday, because I didn't think he would be able to get a rack on a Sunday, and I wasn't going to get myself all crazy trying to do it all for Monday. And that's kind of how I work. If I know I'm leaving on a certain day, I plan out my day for that and my steps for that. So what I'm going to do today, I don't have to do it all in one day. I can make it stretch for 2 days. So I was like, and I told him, I said, don't worry, if you can't, because I'm not leaving till Tuesday anyway. So last night he did put the rack together, and today he's going to put it all on, and I'm going to get a cover for it, some gas tank cans, and some a bicycle flag, so I know how far I can back up. So that was some of the holdup. Also, I was getting ready to leave, and I had gotten some other news. I think I was getting ready to leave on a Wednesday, and on Tuesday I got some other news. That's how it happened. I had gotten some other news, and I knew I could not leave until I see how everybody reacts to the news and calm everybody down. And I just when I tell you the news, you'll understand. I mean, we're very happy about it, and yes, my daughter is going to have a baby. Yes, she's 22. She's going back to school. She's back home. I don't think she's not with the guy, so this is kind of like one of them situations, which is fine. I mean, I had a baby, then got married. So, I mean, to me, that's how things go nowadays. I still love my daughter, and I will love this child just as much. Hang on here. But it was a shock. It was like a punch in the stomach, because I did not expect that at all. That was the last thing I expected. And then I had to tell my husband, which was like, he was the one I was worried about the most. And I wanted my mom to know before I left. So I did. And the day I found out, we were taking everybody out to dinner that works for me. So I didn't want to tell him then, because I know he'd be all night, be staring out in space. But that morning I had to go shopping. So me and my mom were going shopping, and I was getting ready to go, and my daughter was in her room, and she was talking, and she said, "Oh, I got health insurance, Mom." And I said, "Oh, great." And I went over and gave her a big hug, and I said, "I'm so proud of you." I said, "What, are you pregnant?" And she goes, "Yeah." No, I said, "Serious?" Serious. She's like, "Yeah." And she had 2 other friends in there, and they're both just being very quiet. And I just kind of stumbled out of the room. I am very ecstatic about it. It's like my sister said, Santa's alive again. We're going to have a baby in the house. And my mom's going to be a great-grandmother, and so is his mother, which I'm sure they didn't think that they were ever going to see that. So it's a blessing all the way around. She's almost 2 months. A lot can happen from now to then. I told her that. But she knows. And she went and got all the insurance, and she's taking care of it all. So I'm proud of that. I've seen a lot of people. I said, this is not going to be a grandma raising her grandchild. And she's like, she's like, no, I know. Even her friend says, "You're going to raise her like your mom? Like your mom raised you?" Oh, of course. But I think it's all going to work out good. And that's good. She's home. She can keep an eye on the animals. She's looking for another job because she can't do what she's doing in a hot kitchen pregnant like that. So she's looking for some retail work. And I told her, you don't have to work that much, especially when you start going to school. I'd rather you go to school full time and not work. We'll figure out babysitters between people. There's enough people around that if you need to go to school for an hour or so, excuse me. I said, things have a way of working out. So, So then after that, I thought, okay, I was going to leave because we were taking everybody out to dinner on Tuesday. Oh, and then that was the day I was also told we weren't having the closing that day, because we're supposed to have the closing that day also at 3:00. So I went shopping with my mom, and I thought, well, I'm just going to do this because we got the closing today at 3. Well, then my husband calls me and tells me we're not having the closing today. I thought, oh, so I went out to these other couple of new stores, Five Below and some kind of Crystal Rock store out there by the mall that's out by the highway, you know, the outlet mall. There's some new places. I thought, well, I'll go do that because since I'm not doing the closing. Well, when I'm halfway through there, he calls back, the closing's back on. I was so tired. And I said, oh, God, we got to go. By that time, it was 1:30. I got home long enough to relax for a little bit, grab a piece of meat and cheese, and head out to the thing. We signed that. And then I got home. I had an hour to take a shower, get dressed, so we can go out to eat. The whole time I'm knowing all of this it was the craziest day of my life, the craziest week of my life. And I thought, I'm never going to get out of here. And then after all that was all settled, I made a plan to leave on another day, and that's when we decided to make sure everything checked and the generator. And then we had that. This is in a week and a half time. Oh my God. I'm like over it. So I am leaving tomorrow. Tomorrow is October 2nd, and I'm leaving between 9 and 10. And I am just heading west. I do not know where I'm going. I don't care. I just want to go. I will figure it out there. I'm going to try tonight to have a destination to go to. I don't know what's going on the East Coast. And not that I go to the East Coast, but I like to go up a little and go that way. You know, so I may do that. I don't know. I don't know yet. Because now I really only have about 6 weeks before Thanksgiving. And before I have to be back to get ready for Thanksgiving. So, my time has been cut short. And then I'm only going to be out for another month or less for Christmas. Because probably what I'll end up doing is taking my brother back home. I don't know if they're coming for Christmas or not. I don't know if I can drive in that area with all the ice and snow. You know, I don't know if they have, I don't know. I don't know. They may have to get a ride to a highway or I don't know. I'm worrying about all that. But I'm going into the store right now to do some shopping. I even had no breakfast, no coffee. And look at me. You think I had coffee? I had no coffee. And then when I get back home, I'm going to show you my generator and stuff. It looks like it wants to rain today, which is fine with me. It's not deathly hot yet. If the sun comes out with this moisture, we're in trouble. So hopefully it'll stay like this. And I got my umbrella because I think it's supposed to rain the next day or two. So, alrighty. And I've done a few other things. I got my compost toilet in too. I'm going to show you that. I got to make the stuff for it today. I haven't gotten to that yet. I've gotten some of my Reflectix are made. So I'm going to show you a lot of stuff. I'm going to show you when I get home. I'm not going to show you nothing in here. I'm just going to go in here and do this and get home. And then I'll show you more. This will probably go into a 2-part video. Yeah, because I'm probably running too long now as it is. Well, it's 15 minutes, yeah. This way you'll know, and then tomorrow or later on tonight, maybe I'll put up another one. Because I know people are wondering and thinking, oh my God, and it's, believe me, I wish I was already out there, but I will be. This has not gone away. So I'm going to talk to you all in a little bit. So, happy Monday. See you soon.